Of Little Red Wagon Foundation, and I didn't know. I know you're in here, but I know it's because you had a movie out today. I have my wife is taking my middle kid, who's a redhead like you, to a football. He's a football freak, and the oldest and youngest are going to be with me, and we're going to go see a movie. So, is your movie okay for kids, or is there a lot of violence?
No, it's actually it's a great family film.
It's a grave family film.
No, great family.
Oh, great.
Film.
Okay.
It was directed by David Anspaugh, who directed Rudy and Hoosiers.
Get
it was
out.
written by Patrick Duncan, who wrote Mr. Holland's Opus. So I mean.
Oh, we're gonna cry then.
It's
Somebody's gonna cry.
Well, maybe we, in the audience, we do have people laughing and crying. So
wait a second. I thought this was like a documentary about you walking across the world. Or
I
something
did
like
too.
That.
No, it's actually it's a Hollywood scripted movie based on my life in philanthropy. So it's a lot of people do think it's a documentary, but it's not.
But let's go back for people who don't know what the Little Red Wagon Foundation is. Tell everybody how it started and how you started it.
Sure. Well, I started back in 2004 after Hurricane Charlie hit Florida, and I just started by raising food and water and supplies for the victims in my Little Red Wagon. And it just kind of grew from there. And after that, I learned about the problem of youth homelessness, and I kind of decided that was what I needed to get involved in. And so,
wait, you're pretty young when you started this in 2005. How old were you when you started all this?
I was 6.
Jeez, and how old are you now?
I'm 14. I'm almost 15.
You speak like you're.
Isn't that
grown.
crazy? So you're 14 and you've got this really well-known charity that's been doing a lot, and you've done some crazy stuff to raise awareness. Tell Kyle what you've done recently.
Well, I guess probably the craziest thing that we've done is in 2010 I walked from Jacksonville Beach to Santa Monica Pier in California to bring awareness to youth homelessness and to the foundation. So
That's awesome. I mean, do you know how incredible that is?
Oh.
Well, that's why there's a movie.
I guess so.
Okay, so what's the movie about? Talk to me about the movie.
Okay, so the movie follows from my first project in 2004 to my first walk, which was from Tampa to Tallahassee, because I've done 4 walks in total. So it talks about the foundation, and it does it. It's considered a drama.
Who plays you?
So, Chandler Canterbury, who played alongside Nicolas Cage in Knowing. He also was in Benjamin Button.
Is that
great
strange
movies.
for you to watch somebody that's not you playing you when you're only 14?
It's a little crazy, I guess.
So the whole time you're like pulling a wagon? That had to suck after a while. It was like a good idea. And you're like, I'm pulling this freaking wagon.
Why couldn't I have really cool Porsche? That's my name, my charity name.
Well, if somebody donates a Porsche, I'll change the
There you go.
Chandler played me, and it's a little crazy sometimes, but it's we're really proud of the movie and the way that it turned out.
So I have 3 little boys. I have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And every time we eat something or we're somewhere, I think that my kids have it too good. They don't understand what real life is like. And many times when they're showing signs of being spoiled, I'll go to YouTube and search poverty, and I'll try to find videos. And 60 Minutes, not that long ago, did a special on homelessness in Florida. And they did a special on all these homeless kids. And I wanted to show, when my kids start showing that they're disrespectful, I find these videos. Is this movie, if I take my kids this movie, will it show that message of like, look, you guys don't know how great you have it. You need to be grateful. Like I'm assuming because you said it has to do with childhood homelessness.
Yeah, it's one of the things that isn't shown in the trailer, and a lot of people don't know about it, is that there's a B story. It's about a mother and a son, and the father dies, and it's just kind of their story as they just spiral into homelessness. And there's some I guess you could say heart-wrenching scenes in it. With that family, and it's it does a really good job of showing kind of the face of homelessness and kind of breaking some of the stereotypes. Is
that you? Is that what happened with you and your mom?
No, it's actually it's a fictional part of the story because there's a parallel story. There's the homeless family, and then there's Kelly, my mom, and I.
Do you guys ever meet up at the end? Does it end up full circling and you end up helping them?
Yeah, and if you see the movie, you'll understand. So,
gotcha.
So I don't want to give too much away.
I might have jumped to the end too fast. Sorry.
Do you watch Modern Family at all?
I've seen some episodes.
It's a great show, and it's like if I was a casting guy, I'd want to cast you in flashback episodes of you remind me of the guy, the redheaded kid, the redheaded man. Like you ever seen that? They show pictures of him as a kid. You could totally be you. You got to see it. Totally, and I could be Cam.
You're not Cam. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, all right. So is the movie called Zach Bonner or the movie called Little Red Wagon?
It's Little Red Wagon, and it's opening tonight. So we're releasing today, so we're really excited about that. And I'll be at the 6 o'clock showing tonight and the 10:30 and 1:30 showings tomorrow.
And aren't you doing
Cool.
are you doing a drive today?
We're doing a backpack drive to the ASU campuses. We're doing Tempe at 12
Okay.
and the downtown campus at 2. So hopefully we'll see a lot of people.
Well, Zach, thanks for coming in. You
Yeah.
are you got your act together. You're quite an amazing young man. Your parents must be very proud. Is your dad in the picture? Because they don't have a picture. You talk about
No,
your dad?
it's just my mom and sister and I.
So he's like, is that part of the movie?
It touches briefly on it, but
You can't tell us.
no. I don't.
Is it sad?
He doesn't want to talk about it, fool.
I think it's a big part. You wouldn't
He
want to
doesn't
know
want
why.
to talk
they-
about it. He's not a big part. That's why he's
Interesting.
not
Does it explain
here.
it in
Right,
the movie?
Zach?
Yeah, it's not really a big part. It does touch kind of briefly. On
Well,
it.
then your mom must be really proud because you. I look at you and I don't worry about your future. I'm sure you're gonna like end up being a lawyer or something. Is that what you want to do?
I want to go get a law degree.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Why don't you
you.
make movies?
That's awesome.
You seem like